you still came out and you made the following statement that the passion for playing and competing still burns within you. And the core was there to keep playing and performing on a high level. Well, where was that core last year when you decided to hang it up? Oh, let me guess. You just saw the Cowboys run the table on a weak NFC East and went, what were they missing last year when they lost to the LA Rams in the NFC divisional game? Another optimal receiver.
You getting Brandon Calvo on me?
Oh, no, I don't need to get Brandon Calvo. Because that, my friends, is the writing on the wall. You see an opportunity with a weak New York Giants team, a weak Washington Redskins team, and a Philadelphia Eagles team that's in the middle of flux where their starting quarterback is coming off of a broken back or a broken disc in his back, and Nick Foles is going to be gone. So who the fuck else is going to compete in the NFC East right now?
Let me give that to you.
Okay. Once again, it's time for the Sports Rant. You know the deal. He's Dave. And we at it once again. You want to kick this off?
Sure.
All right.
One of my favorite subjects to talk about. The dysfunction that is the Dallas Cowboys.
Jerry World.
I love it, Dave. I love it,
man. I'm enjoying every second of it.
Every second. And I always enjoy it because it seems to always happen.
And it always happens right after the Super Bowl, right before free agency and the draft. All the drama comes out, and we got a shit ton of it that all seems to point to Dallas.
There's always a shit ton of it. Your boy, David Irvin, he's about to get suspended again for substance abuse. I don't know what the substance is, but it was probably funded and supported by Jerry Jones, the enabler of the NFL.
Yeah.
Since 2000, this was the 2017 stat.
2017.
So of course there's been some
updates,
some suspensions afterwards.
Yes,
which is insane in and amongst itself. But these are the Dallas Cowboys that have been suspended since 2014.
Hit 'em.
Orlando Scandrick, performance-enhancing drugs.
Yep.
Jakar Hamilton, substance abuse. Josh Brent, personal conduct. Greg Hardy, personal conduct. Ronaldo McClain, substance abuse. R.J. Dill, I don't even know what that is. Performance-enhancing drugs. Joseph Randall, personal conduct. Randy Gregory, substance abuse.
Yep.
Some people's names you're going to hear several times. DeMarcus Lawrence, the superstar. Substance abuse. I'm glad he's learned his lesson.
Yeah, and I hope he does stay clean because he's a beast.
I like to see him play.
I do.
To be honest with you, even though I don't fuck with the Cowboys.
Look,
I like
he's one of the better defensive ends in this game right now. Okay.
All right, but the list ain't
It's not done.
It's not done yet.
It's not done.
Ronaldo McClain, substance abuse.
You see a pattern?
Randy Gregory. What do you think?
Oh,
you find out. You tell me what it is.
Substance abuse.
Substance abuse. Oh my goodness. Shaquille Evans, substance abuse. David Ehrman, performance-enhancing drugs. DeMontre Moore, substance abuse. Ezekiel Elliott, pulling out white girls' titties. Come on, son. Come on, Jera. And you got to add Randy Gregory and David Irvin again.
First of all, this is the
Are they winning championships?
This is the third suspension for David Irving in the last 2 years. He did a back-to-back suspension in 2017. Started the year with suspension and then couldn't come back because of the suspension. Started this year on the suspended list because of the previous infraction.
And Randy Gregory came he couldn't even get into the league before they suspended his dumb ass.
Thank you.
And Randy Gregory is talented.
He is.
What?
Look,
that's like somebody telling you this is what the equivalent of this is. You smoke weed, okay? I tell you I'm gonna give you $10 million a year to not smoke weed. How fast are you putting down
I ain't
the
smoking weed.
I don't want to hear the fact that, it's about to be legal in this country.
No.
And even if it is.
First of all, it doesn't matter if it's legal. It
doesn't
matter
matter
what state it's legal in or if it becomes legal in all 50. Because guess what, at the end of the day, it's a rule in the NFL you cannot smoke weed.
Your employer tells you can't smoke weed. Now, is it unfair? Certainly.
Yes, it is.
Certainly. They fill you up with all types of other dumbass drugs that fuck you up for the rest of your life.
Not to mention,
you can't smoke weed.
We have said before on this show, we know all the medical benefits that weed does for people, okay?
Yes.
And we know these cats, they put their bodies through torture, and this is something for the pain. Most of the time. The rest of the time...
No, that's rarely the case.
Okay.
These motherfuckers like
I'm
to smoke weed.
trying to give them benefit of the doubt.
No.
Okay?
Don't do
but
that.
Again,
they like to smoke weed.
Like he said, if you got terminate on the table or weed, weed ain't that powerful
Put
fucking
down
drug.
the weed, son. Put down the weed.
Now, what's even more disturbing is David Irving's tweet, which came out on the 25th of February.
Please read
this
nonsense.
This is straight nonsense, okay? This actually not tweet. It was on Instagram, but still. I'm in the NFL because I'm great at what I do. I'm not in the NFL because I'm an Eagle Scout or a perfect model citizen. I didn't put on a mask or kiss ass to be where I am. I'm here on natural ability. This is God's plan, not mine. Trust me, I'm adjusting to it as well. Once I step on the field and stop performing, then we have a problem. So does anyone have anything to say about my play? It's not your play.
How do you play when you're not on the field?
And if it's God's plan,
idiot,
God wouldn't have presented you with a situation where you can make millions of dollars or smoke weed. I think God's plan was, here's the road to success.
Adapt.
I'm giving you a chance to take it, and you done slap my hand away.
Adapt, fuck boy.
You got plenty of time after your career is done to smoke as much weed as you want. Fuck. Move to Colorado for all you want, where it's legal on every fucking corner. Go to Amsterdam and open up a goddamn hash bar.
You could sign your retirement papers with a fucking hemp pen, as far as I'm concerned.
Unfucking believable. I can't.
But don't fuck up your meal ticket.
Thank you. And you still young. You had a whole career ahead of you. This is your third suspension, and now you suspended indefinitely.
Just like your boy, Randy
Gregory, gonna be
weed smoking
down
Gregory.
Too. Unreal. Now,
Josh Gordon, idiots.
Another one.
Speaking of the Cowboys, all right, my boy, who I fucks with heavy as far as being a tight end, Jameson Witten decided to put the Monday night microphone down and come back for $5 million a year.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling him behind the mic on Monday Night Football.
You know, I think this is a scheme by Jason Witten, and I applaud you. Jason Witten. You knew you were horrible at Monday Night Football. You read the reviews. I'm sure people have said slick shit to you to your face. Okay, it is what it is. You getting $4 million for doing Monday Night Football. You say, all right, I'm gonna go to the Cowboys. Let's say you make it. Let's say you don't. Whatever happens. But I applaud you for taking the back road out instead of getting replaced. Well, you did the smart move.
Look, there's no guarantee, and there was no word that he was going to be replaced on Monday Night Football. I know the reviews were bad, but there was no word about it. Here's my issue with Jason Witten.
They allowed him to do this.
They allowed him to do it, but guess who owns Monday Night Football?
Yeah, the same
company that does Monday Night Football.
Which is why they said, you could go tell the Cowboys you doing this.
I'll give you that.
And we're going to get the fuck out of here.
But here's my biggest issue with this.
I don't think he makes any about it.
You still came out and you made the following statement that the passion for playing and competing still burns within you. And the core was there to keep playing and performing on a high level. Well, where was that core last year when you decided to hang it up? Oh, let me guess. You just saw the Cowboys run the table on a weak NFC East and went, what were they missing last year when they lost to the LA Rams in the NFC divisional game? Another optimal receiver.
You getting Brandon Calvo on me?
Oh, no, I don't need to get Brandon Calvo. Because that, my friends, is the writing on the wall. You see an opportunity with a weak New York Giants team, a weak Washington Redskins team, and a Philadelphia Eagles team that's in the middle of flux, where their starting quarterback is coming off of a broken back or a broken disc in his back, and Nick Foles is going to be gone. So who the fuck else is going to compete in the NFC East right now?
Let me give that to you.
Thank you.
Wow. Yes. Went to the bottom of the ocean on that one,
Now,
son. You got your fair
I'm still going to give Jason Whitney his credit where credit's due, because this man holds some of the top spots in Cowboy history for receivers. You're talking about 1,152 receptions. That's number one for all Cowboy receivers. 12,448 yards. That's first for all receivers. He's third all time in touchdown receptions for the Cowboys. I can't hate on that. You've heard us say in the history of the NFL, tight ends, he's one of the GOATs. Yeah. But this play right here, to me, this is straight bitch pussy, okay? You trying to take advantage of a situation. If it happens to work in your favor, great. But don't tell me it's because the passion to compete still burns. Because if it really burned, you never would have hung up your jersey.
Yeah, you've heard us say Jason Witten can do no wrong in my eyes. I fuck with him heavy. But let me get back to what you said about the whole passion to compete is concerned. What did this speak to?
Hold on. By the way, our sponsor. That right there was a Jameson burp.
Yeah. Here we go. Ain't no food today.
No.
It'll be easy today.
It's going to hit him quicker.
But that speaks to your point about his point about being a passion to compete.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see a huge opportunity to get something that you had never gotten, which is your ring.
Mm. He's still not going to get it, though.
I don't think but he has a better chance than he been had.
Granted, but he still ain't going to get it. Okay, you're still gonna have the Bears,
but he's
who's gonna be. They're gonna be. You gotta think they're gonna be a little bit better than. But
he's a competitor. Year. He's an alpha male.
Yeah,
he think he can.
Well,
so let him think that.
Let's see how much alpha male is left. Being a year away from the game, being what 38 now.
Jason Witten is a fucking situation.
Well, let's see what happens that first time he gets hit by a linebacker.
You think he's not gonna be the best tight end on the Dallas Cowboys squad?
On the Dallas Cowboys squad,
that's the squad he on.
Okay. All right, granted, I'll give it to you. And the NFC East is weak as shit.
Weak as shit.
Okay.
So,
sticking on the NFL real quick.
Right.
I got the NFL's weakest story right now. And that's concerning my Giants. I think we need to tear it down.
I'm going to let you go ahead.
We need to tear this shit down right now. Okay? I'm going to tell you why. We went through multiple years of hell after our last Super Bowl run with Jerry Reese as the GM.
Horrible
GM. Couple of good picks here and there, but overall, horrible GM.
Was early. He got early good picks.
Good picks.
It seemed like somebody else was picking for him.
Maybe. But you know what? You let the offensive line go to shit. You let the defensive line go to shit. I'm not a pro. And I'm sitting here on draft night wondering, why the fuck are we selecting these guys? DeMontre Moore? Eli Apple? I couldn't understand any of these picks.
I was so happy you drafted Eli Apple.
I know you were.
Yeah.
Now.
His mother.
Now. Oh, please, don't get me on my Mama Apple.
You drafted a mama's boy.
Oh, God. So now,
go ahead.
After that whole debacle of the year where Ben McAdoo comes in, revamps the offense. We go, what do we finish with? 6 wins that year, and the whole point of fingers was, well, the defense sucks. So he went out and he signed Olivier Vernon.
He bought a defense.
Okay, he bought a defense.
He did buy a good defense, though.
He did. Here's the problem now. Now we're talking about trading Olivier Vernon. He's going to be on the trade block, apparently. Landon Collins is going to be either franchise tagged or we're not going to sign him. And the reason I say we're not going to sign him because we still got a shit ton of money tied up in Beckham and Eli Manning. If they decide to trade Vernon and they try to franchise Collins is probably going to pull a Le'Veon Bell and not show up for training camp. And I can't hate on that. because Landon Collins has proven his worth as a strong safety in this game. He's one of the better ones in this league. I do applaud the fact that in Tom Coughlin's last year, he managed to talk Reese the one time to trade up so they could grab Collins early in the second round. So I do applaud that. But now we're going to let the kid walk. Why? Because we have no one else on this team. Let's break this down. We're already talking about trying to find Eli's successor. Does it matter if we find it in this round, in this year's draft, in next year's draft, when we still got to work on the offensive line, when we still got to work on the defensive line, when we still got a secondary that's full of holes, when we still have only Odell Beckham to throw to? Yes, I am pleased with Saquon Barkley. And I would love to see the Giants excel. But you hear about all this turmoil. You getting different fucking reports between the head coach, Pat Shurmur, and the GM, Dave Gettleman. They're not on the same page. Tear it all down. Send Eli packing. Trade Olivier Vernon. Trade Landon Collins. Do a sign and trade. Get a shit ton of picks. And rebuild this team over the next 2 years so Saquon Barkley can have some positive years to his career before his years are up.
Why would Landon Collins do a sign and trade, son?
If it means he's going to a team
you said franchise would do a sign and trade?
Yes. Yes.
Who's up on the franchise block for y'all? Beside him.
That's basically it. There's no one else that's worth franchising.
That sounds like a good idea, dude. It's not a good idea, but you know why? You know why it's not a good idea? You know, it makes sense in theory, but teams know he hasn't gotten like a bite yet. All right, and teams know that he's not gonna be. The Giants aren't gonna franchise him 2 years in a row.
No, but see, here's
so
the
they
problem.
can wait. Okay, instead of giving up their draft.
Okay,
picks.
so here's the problem: if they wait and they don't get jack shit for him, then you're lost out. When in actuality, when they traded Eli Apple last year and got, a 4th and a 5th round pick for him?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You could have traded Landon Collins and nabbed at least a 2.
Facts. True.
Okay?
True that.
And I
True
know,
that, but
I know a team right now that could definitely have used a strong safety because they let the Patriots run down the field on them in overtime. They called the Kansas City Chiefs.
And once again, you are on your game tonight, Dave. Go ahead, son.
It's called the Sports Rant for a reason.
Go ahead. I don't have any problem with what you just said. That sounded a good deal.
All right, so Combine.
The underwear Olympics.
Yes.
All right, where they measure everything except for what's important, which is, do you know how to play football?
Yes.
That's it. But I get it. I understand it. I do watch it. Except for when, it just gets too ridiculous with the tights and shit. I can't watch. I can't do it. I'll look at the highlights.
I do enjoy watching when they do the vertical jumps. I like to see how high when some of these guys get, especially some of the receivers.
I watch the highlights. I can't do it. After I watch the 40. That's the only thing I can watch. That and the DB skills. Yeah. Everything else I can't watch. It's ridiculous.
By the way, speaking of the 40, is anyone ever gonna tie or break Dion's 4.0 40 yards?
I don't think so.
I swear.
You know what? Eventually they'll do it, but I don't see it happening. Anytime soon.
Right.
Dion was a ridiculous type person. It was ridiculous.
He was
ridiculous.
All right, so
my son won't do it. My son is slow and unathletic.
He's fucking 3. He's 3.
Yeah, he's not a fun athletic kid. I've seen fun athletic kids.
First of all, you said you don't want him playing football.
I certainly do not.
Okay.
Play football.
Okay.
But it's nice to know if he could play football.
Well, what if he plays basketball?
I would love that.
Okay.
I would love that.
If he plays basketball for the Knicks?
If he was good, I would love that. I don't give a fuck. I don't want no bums on my squad, son. I'm sorry.
Woo!
Mason, I love you to death, man, but I don't want no bums in my squad.
Mason, we gonna play this back when you were of age, and I can just see the look you shoot your father at that point.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a look of I know that. I know how this dude is. I'm like Barry Sanders' father, my nigga.
Woo! Okay. So, any more thoughts on the combine, or we moving on?
Yes, I do. I have Kyle Murray.
Ooh.
You know, Kyle Murray. He's not throwing at the combine.
Nope.
I don't see no reason why he has to throw at the combine.
Neither
I like when dudes throw at the combine because it shows their competitive nature. In my opinion.
But see, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you're still gonna have the pro day. So
right.
I just came off. All right, granted, it's not the NFL, but I just came off a 12, 13 game season. 13 if you got a conference championship. All right. Not to mention the playoff game.
Right.
You
got mollywopped.
Exactly. But he's still, 19, 20 years old?
Exactly.
So I'm not trying to hurt myself in the combine when I still got to throw out the pro day.
Here you go, Dave. You just sat there and made my point for me. You just said he's 19, 20. I could have fell off a roof at 19 and 20 and been fine the next fucking day.
Okay.
If you being nervous and scared and like you just said,
right,
and worrisome and all of that, I don't want you on my team.
Okay, but see, why do you think it is in the NFL these guys get limited contracts and especially depending on the
because injuries are guaranteed.
Exactly. So it being an injury is a guarantee.
But you ain't playing football. You throwing the ball around.
I'm trying to be the number 1 overall pick if possible. This guy's meeting with the Arizona Cardinals this weekend.
And what if I go out at the combine and every single ball I throw is on the dime, and I'm playing with receivers I don't even know? What does that do? What does that do to help your stock? Everything.
Okay. Granted.
Don't be scared of competition. I don't want no scared motherfuckers on my team. Don't be scared of competition. Don't listen to these fucking idiots. Your father, all right, you fucking moron. Don't listen to that idiot who tells you dumb shit like this. You know, he has a point, but it's pussified to me. It just speaks hoe-ass-ism.
All right.
Wait a second. Kyler Murray's 5'10" and 1/8 inch, so he's not that short.
No, he's not that short. Everybody a lot of people had him at 5'9", 5'8".
Right. I wonder what his socks was. Yeah. That shit. 207 pounds. So he's not ridiculously light in the ass. I'm 100% sure he tried to gain some weight for the combine.
Oh, he said he did.
Oh, well then I don't buy that. He's 190 pounds like I thought he was from the fucking very beginning.
Right.
And 190 pound dude getting monkey stomped by 300-pound cats. I'm not fucking with it.
But see, the problem with this is if you purposely went out your way to gain 15, 20 pounds of mass,
right,
just for the weigh-in before the combine, then guess what you're doing when it comes time for either the combine or your pro day or your actual NFL debut? You're going to be a little bit slower than we were in college.
And you're
because you carried extra weight.
But not really. You're going to lose that weight in spring training. You're going to lose, not spring training.
Maybe training camp.
You're going to lose that weight.
Maybe.
He has 9.5 inch hands. All right. Just to throw it out there. All right. Hand size is a very good, it's not a good measurable. It's an important measurable in the NFL. It speaks to you holding on to the ball when someone is getting slapped at. It speaks to how much control you have. It speaks to you get when it's snapped back to you, how you catch it and everything. All right.
And if you're a running quarterback like Murray is, if you just running out in the open, how well you gonna be able to grasp that fucker?
All right. So, Drew Brees, how big do you think his hands are?
I don't know, but Drew Brees is a fucking man.
10.25 inches. Drew Brees has freak, disgusting hands. Okay. How about your boy Eli?
You know, I've never known.
9.75 inches.
That would explain some things.
Phillip Rivers, 9.25.
That would also explain some things.
Derek Carr, 9.13. Famous Jameson, 9.38. Alex Smith, 9.38. Alex Smith is 6'5".
Cam on there?
Is Cam on there?
Cam.
What do you think Cam's hands are?
What's Cam's hands on? Come on.
What do you think Cam's hands are? What do you think? What do you think Cam's hands are? What would you think?
9 inches.
9.88. Cam got girl hands. Cam was like 7 foot tall. So that's ridiculous. But anyway, getting back to the point, Kyler Murray's hands aren't small.
No.
Which is something that, once
especially
again,
for someone who's 5'10".
Yeah, I thought his hands were small.
Right.
I don't have ridiculously, freakishly big hands. My hands are about a little over 9.5 inches. You know, but I have big hands for a guy my size. Mm-hmm. I can handle a football. I'm not worried about his hand size. The hand size and the weight, you know, it made me worry less. But like I said, it's because he bulked up.
Right.
I want to see what he weighs at the end of training camp.
Yeah. In this regards to football,
because he's still lighting the ass.
In regards to football and holding the ball, hand size is important. So, you know, the fact that he doesn't have tremendously small hands is going to help him out.
It's a big thing
when it comes to his draft stock.
Yeah. Well, how much stock do you put in the NFL draft combine?
You know what? In the combine, with the exception of, as you say, when it comes to the 40 and the vertical, that's what I look at.
Right.
Maybe somewhat of the benching.
What about the broad jump? Because that shows explosion.
It does. But here's the problem with...
But the ups
right.
show explosion.
Here's the problem with the combine and even a pro day. You're not really playing against competition. So what measure am I really getting? Are you really under duress at this point in time? Mm-hmm. Is it a time situation? Do you have anyone really in your face other than the shortest fucking guy that's out there to scout you, possibly throwing his hands up a little bit as a distraction? No. So, I mean, look, the combine and pro days absolutely guarantee nothing. Okay? And you want proof of this? Let's all remember at the end of the day, someone named Ryan Leaf was picked before Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Or Vernon Golston for you Jet fans.
Thank you.
Ryan.
Okay. Mark Sanchez.
Vernon fucking Golston.
Okay. Horrible. Some of the worst
Mark Sanchez has his hands over 10 inches.
And yet couldn't throw with a damn.
Jim Drunkenmiller.
Okay.
11.25. Fucking giant hands.
Oh. What was the guy
Can't throw for shit.
Fucking the guy that came out of retirement. Cutler.
Jay Cutler?
Jay Cutler. Can't throw worth a damn. He got drafted in the first round.
No, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Jay
Cutler could throw the hell out of a ball.
He sucked.
He just threw it to the wrong person. All right? Jay Cutler had a hell of an arm. Don't do that.
No, okay. So he had a hell of an arm. He had absolutely no targeting ability.
Well, he thought too much of Jay Cutler in his mind. He thought Jay Cutler was a Manning or Brady, but you're not, son.
Tim Tebow.
Wait a second. Don't talk about Tim Tebow. I fucks with Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow was a
even though he's a Christian. Yes.
Horrible quarterback.
Yes, and he's a liar. Tim Tebow, if you ever get a chance, look up Tim Tebow's girlfriend when he was a freshman at Florida. Smoke show. There's no way that you're a fucking virgin. You're lying to me, Tim Tebow. And I fuck with you heavy. But you're lying to me.
Look,
you're lying to me.
He's going to get his just desserts. He's in the Mets farm system.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Foul. You a foul dude.
Yes, I am.
You need to hang with Magnanimous.
Woo! All right. So, let's move on to the NBA.
Okay.
Your Knicks.
Right?
Your Knicks, with the exception of the other night, where they allowed Cleveland to come back from, what was it, 14 to 18 point deficit. They seem to have got a swagger to them right now.
I wouldn't call it a swagger.
I'm calling it a swagger because it looks like they're having fun.
Yeah, and they're learning how to win with their great coach with the smoke show wife.
Oh.
Listen.
I know my wife is probably going to watch this, but
She's a smoke show, son.
Fitzgerald's wife.
It is what it is. It is what enough props there.
Yes.
He get at least 2 years for me just off of that. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead. And she probably a money grubbing trumpet.
Well,
but you know what? You know what? She doesn't seem like it. You have to look her up to know who she is.
Hey, thank you.
I gotta give that to you, David.
Yes.
We've won what 3 out of 5 the past 5. All right. We beat the Lakers January 4th. Then lost 18 straight. That's the LeBron-less Lakers, by the way.
Right.
Spurs, in that 3 or 5 situation.
And the Spurs are in flux, but still.
Yeah.
They're in the playoffs. They're in the playoff run still.
I would like to say this, take this time and say I feel bad as being a Knicks fan, I may have watched 8-9 games this year, which is unusual for me. I usually watch like 40. Okay. 40 to 50 games a year I usually watch.
What the Knicks have put out
for the past 20 years.
Thank you.
I got sick of it.
Yeah.
I got sick of it, and I took like a step back. I'm just watching good basketball. Sometimes you need to see good basketball and be like, oh, there's hope. I still don't think there's hope, but sometimes you need to do that.
Look, I'm not gonna go into who may or may not come to the Knicks in free agency, but it's nice to see that David Fitzgerald has changed the mentality of the younger guys that have been on the squad for a little more than a year or two that have known nothing but losing. And even though they may still be losing, they're look trying. Like they still look like they're having kind of fun, though.
But they made that was my point. I was telling dudes in my group chat is that they're trying. There's never an excuse for me to tank a season.
Thank you.
Never.
Thank you.
Never, ever, ever.
Look,
you can get the worst record and still wind up picking 4th. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Played to win the game all the time.
And I've been on this show saying that, yes, the Knicks should be trying to tank for Zion or whoever comes out as the number 1 overall pick. But here's the thing I got to remind myself. About, 10 or so years ago, the Chicago Bulls went into the draft with a 1% chance of getting the number 1 overall pick. And they got the number 1 overall pick. And then rookie sensation Derrick Rose.
Hey, girl.
Okay? So, just because the Knicks have found this groove where they can win a few games here and there, especially if it makes the true Knicks fan applaud.
Yeah.
Because they don't see the same hum-ho Knicks sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah. On their phones.
Guess what?
Tweeting.
I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that as a basketball fan. And you know what? As much as I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, I like seeing the Knicks in this mindset. It's kind of bringing back how they were in the 90s. Win or lose, they had fun. And they played hard. Yep. So you got to attribute that to Fitzgerald's coaching style.
I got to give it to him. I told you I liked the hire from the beginning.
Yes.
And I still do. I have hope for David Fitzgerald.
And plus, if that smoking hot wife sticks around, we get to see more of her.
She's going to stick around until he stops coaching, and then she's out of there.
Well,
That's how they do. What about your Lakers?
Don't call them my Lakers.
I'm on Twitter.
Call them my Lakers.
I'm on Twitter, right?
Oh, God.
And I saw this game where LeBron James was basically bashing his team. He's been bashing his teammates for a little while now. And he gave absolutely no effort. Magnanimous. My man Mo.
Yes.
Is a LeBron fan. He gets joked on it incessantly. All the time, constantly. I feel bad for him.
Yes.
But even though I throw my little jabs in there. I've always liked LeBron James, which is